Right, let's do this. Hello, folks. Schools. Thursday, 7:30 in the studio. How are you doing? Is everyone well? I'm just cutting some so phone board. That's what I'm doing. I will remember eventually, because you know what I'm like. Not the smartest cookie in the box. So I see a few people joining us, and people are joining us as we go. It is warm, so I don't know how busy we'll be, but we'll crack on. We'll have a good. I've got to get these done up, timber framed up, and then I've got to. What else have I got to do? If we get a chance, get some herbing on. All hail the Mel. Thank you, buddy. So how are we all? We're having a good week. Doesn't need to be perfect for this one. He says, yo, hello, John. How you doing, mate? This is a wee bit warm. It's a bit close in the studio. I'm sweating a little, which means my head's going to get really shiny. Hey, good sir, how are you? We'll be doing a desert scene board for my new, 8th Army. Very nice, mate. Very nice, nice indeed. Fit that. It's almost like the moment I switched the cam on, it just got a lot hotter in here. Might have to open the door at this rate. Right, let's crack on with that. Come on. Those done. Yeah. Running on less than 3 hours sleep, worked an overnight shift, and kiddo woke me up scampering about. Oh, I know that one. Hey, Plastic. Hey, John. Oh, I know that one well, mate. Right, next ones. Go to there, say. Oh, put it down close. So, all I'm basically doing, if you're wondering, is I'm cutting up balsa wood strips. Yeah, because I need some timbering for these pieces. Right, so I need 5 more of those. It's always the same minute. You go, dead simple job. Won't take a second. Won't take long. You watch. It'll be 9:30. I'll still be doing this. Next one. Got a huge box of pull back, let go toy tanks, all Panzer IVs. Gonna make a curse board. What, with the pullback strings? Charge! Oh, that'd be great fun. That sounds brilliant. I could have some great fun with that. Oh, phone's going. I'll check. Right. Don't know if that's Kez telling me jobs or or you lot PayPaling. We will have to see. But I want to cut these first. God, there are other Johns and Johns. Yeah, evening Mel. Loving the builds and thanks for the playlists. Bunker's looking well. Nice one. Nice one, Don. It's good to be back to usual. I'm back in the studio and doing the train and stuff. I know I it wasn't that brilliant at the start of the year, but things have picked up and I'm back in. I'm really enjoying it. That one's too short, so I need one more. How many pieces have I got? Will I have enough? Is the question. Did it? Mal, I'm not sure if I'll be able to join today's stream. Alright, no worries, Max. A question. I'm building a board that will see a lot of use with Hot Wheels on them. Would a clear coat with several coats be dure enough not to rip up the track? Yeah, if you clear coat it, it should be absolutely fine, mate. I mean, Hot Wheels, obviously, they're toys and that sort of stuff. And I imagine, even with kids' use, it's not going to do that much damage. What are you using to make your track out of? Just out of curiosity. Here we go. Right, so, that's those supports done. Yeah. Right, what's next? We need the middle parts, don't we? So that's the total length minus those two. Okay. Hi, Matt. I have been cave crawling today. Dude, nice. Where? Right, so that's it. I know what I'm doing. Don't worry. There is method to my madness. Some method, not much. So that should be there. Did you like my palm trees? Right, get those done. And then that one. That one. Very quickly. Right, come on. Come on. There you go. Done. Right, track will be made out of model railroad pre-made bed material. Quick second, I'll go and actually get the name of it. Sounds like mod rock. Should be fine then. Method to your madness sounds like something an absolute madman would tell himself. Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. No doubt about that one. Right, very quickly sense check those. But the method to my madness does seem to be working. So that one goes in there, that one goes in there. We don't really need a bottom one, do we? Do we? I wouldn't have thought so. God, I look like a grumpy old man. Laughing so hard at the subtitles popping up. John saying the palm trees look great. I was quite happy with them. Right, very quickly check the phone. And we'll get cracked on and eat some top beans for this. Got a lot to do tonight. It's nice to sit down as well. Right, it's an email. That's all right. No, I'm not interested in advertising opportunities. Anything? Nah, all good. Right. Hey, Pagan. It doesn't get all the words right. Oh, I'm sure the autocorrect has wonderful time, with me. I'm sure it does. Right, next one. These are going to be a bit more tricky. So, what we're going to need to do is put that there, put that there. But it all falls down, eh? Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, and that one. Come on. I hate cutting balsa wood. Always a struggle. Right, sew that on there. Angles off. Just a bit, but it's off. See, this is why I hate balsa wood. Gary, sounds interesting, mate. Busy, busy. Busy with the bobbies. I'll do. It will have to do. Right, put that one across there. Quick check. Not quite right, but close enough. I could trim it up afterwards. Yeah, I can trim that up afterwards. Oh, the joy of joys. Some cross beams in there, aren't we? Yeah, we can do that though. Seen that? Right. Open this door, see if that makes a difference. No, it's hotter out there than it is in here. All right then. Did they catch you with a potato peeler? Some little screw decided to throw a brick through my living room window last night, just after 12 midnight. The police have just turned up. Ah. Rapid response. Right, let's do this one. That's it. Someone mentions a crime and we all go into we all think we're Sherlock Holmes, don't we? We can figure this out. Right, and that one going to be good enough? Yeah, I reckon we can do that one. Ba ba ba. It went with a boom. Sounded like a bulb had gone off. Evening, James. Dude. Family's all right and everyone, aren't they? Ah, that's better. Just trimming that, just angling that slightly off. Yeah. Yeah, that one's done. And then right that one. And then all we've got to do is a couple of uprights. And we can start sanding. Hey, Emma. I was in the shower. I'm guessing Mel's doing medieval terrain. Yeah, I am. He said. He might have said, but I forgot if he did. It's alright, don't worry. I know what I'm doing. Well, I pretend to know what I'm doing half the time. And this was at work and the door to words at Grands. Flew out the door like a bolt, but no one was there. Several people just said they saw two lads running away just after it happened. You don't need grief like that in your life, do you? You know what I mean? Oh, bud, I'm sure it'll work out for you, or I hope it does. Right, that's why I need to trim these up. Yeah, that one's done. Love your channel, man. Good work. Thank you, Robbie. Perfect. It's pretty near damn perfect, to be truthful. And then this one. Yeah, got someone come to fix it Monday. Gonna cost 250 quid for a window and fittings. Do regular miniature paints work well with MDF kits? Well, regular miniature paints are acrylic paints, so yes, they do. But it's kind of an expensive way to go. You know what I mean, mate? There's a lot cheaper alternatives than miniature paints. Right, next job. I know what I'm doing, don't worry. He says. Okay, whoa. Stop. Engage the brain boosticle. Yeah, how big is that space? Alright, okay, that is 1, 2, 3 inches. These are just shy of 3/4. Don't know. I'm back. Get Miss a candy bar. Nice. Yes, primer, no worries. It's better to paint before or after assembly. Better depends on what you're building. Yeah, if they tend to be like houses and stuff like that, then generally spray painting before assembly is better. I did I did a video on it, didn't I? When did I do that video? Only a couple of months ago. But there's a video in the Back to Basics playlist with a load of tips for doing MDF kits. I think that's what it's called, tips for MDF kits. I was lucky. I almost cut my whatchamacallit. Almost cut the wrong bit of wood. Yeah. I just need to match that one now. Yeah. Yeah. So that's those two pieces done. And theoretically, since everything's standardized, they should be fine for the rest. So, very quickly, we need 4 more of these. 2 of these and 2 of these. Yes! I actually feel like I'm making progress. That's a rarity for me. Yeah. I was dry fitting pieces and realised that there's some areas that'd be hard to reach after assembly. Like to be prepared. That sounds, whatchamacallit? That sounds smart. But James saying, "Oh, get foreground. They're pre-painted." They are. I don't know of anyone else who does pre-painted stuff. Anyone? Those 3, and then another 2 more here. We should be good to go. Oh god, that's ugly. That's a bad cut. That's even worse. There you go. But it'll do. Right, so there's those 3, those 3. Pull those bits off. For now. Twisted Precision also does painted, do they? Yeah, but they taxed it like they do stuff quite a bit. Are you smoking herb? No. Flocking with it. Isn't everything pre-painted? Not just necessarily paint. Right. Okay, next job. Got all our bits for our kits. Yeah, we need to texture them up. Fun? Isn't this fun? In fact, let me pull this a bit closer. I can see you a bit better, folks. There we are. That's a bit better, isn't it? Hey, Keithy? Colour is just our lies seeing reflected light. Yep. I've been learning loads about light lately. We're doing the resin stuff and the tinting. I've had to learn about optics and filters and reflected light and all that sort of stuff. Talk about brain frying. Been working with Kai as well to come up with some custom 2x2 modular boards. Yeah, something a bit special. Yeah. He's a good lad, but sometimes you don't get it. So I'm looking for a 2x2 modular board, okay? That obviously lightweight, really sturdy. And he comes up with these 4 1x1 pieces that we can slide together and glue together, and I'm like, that's not the point. That completely defeats the point. I'd be better off, just gluing foam onto a bit of MDF. Never mind boards. And so I think the lad's a little disheartened. He was like, "Can we screw them together?" No, dude, that won't work. Yeah, so those two go there. Yeah, that's all fine. Need to do those. Obviously. So we just crack on. Terrain building for Walking Dead and Last Days Zombie Apocalypse. Very nice. I hear the Walking Dead game's quite good fun. Bill, you can try and slow bake it in the oven, super low temperature, but I'm pretty sure it's trash. Why? Bill, I put some hydrocal in a small bag containing, and it won't set right. Too wet and crumbly. Figured it's absorbed moisture. Can it be saved, or is it wrecked? Try mixing it up a bit thicker. If it's absorbed a bit of moisture, mix it a bit thicker. I mean, generally, I normally put mine in just an airtight, like, Tupperware tub, and it's fine in that for years. So I don't know what's going on with yours, Bill. Slightly different bits of wood there. So that one's done, that one's done, that one's done, that one's done. These two to do. Yeah. So if you're wondering, I've got a technical tutorial coming up, how to do wattle and daub effects. And so I needed 3 of these. It was 3, wasn't it? Yeah, it was 3. To show off a couple of techniques, which I'm filming tomorrow, hopefully. You lucky people should get on Tuesday. Right, onto this one. Oh. Shouldn't have done that. Mel needs a third hand. Not wrong there. I don't even know why I'm putting wood scoring in. It doesn't make a damn to the bloody tutorial. It's just me being finicky. I have to rein myself back when I do these things. Otherwise I end up getting carried away and I put way too much detail into this stuff. Right, as always guys, there are links below if you are enjoying the show and you'd like to help support me. Yeah, right now I am collecting for 4 cables. Not 4 candles, 4 cables. I need some HDMI cables and some audio cables to run around the studio to set my monitors up so I can see a bit better. Yeah, I think the target's 45. So, yeah, if you'd like to support it, links are down below. Other than that, I'm just going to crack on. Oh, got to go move some furniture in the house. Maybe see you tomorrow then. All right, Gary, have a good one. What are we building today? Timber framed houses. Well, timber framed walls. 1 wall. Not many walls, just 1. And if we get those done, I'll get on and I'll crack on and do a bit of herbing as well, which is what I really want to do. Well, I'll explain a bit more about that when we get to it. Hey, Tam, how are you doing, Duck? No cat tonight. She's working or something. Or she's gone visit family, I think it was. So no cat tonight. Like I'm unsupervised. Not the best thing to do, I imagine, leaving me unsupervised. And those pieces. I built a few 15 millions and made a few of them timber. They were fun, but they were pain to texture. They can be. I mean, I've got a few simple techniques. You're going to have to wait. I'm not going to tell you what they are, because that'll spoil Tuesday's video. Obviously, if you're a patron, you'll probably see it Monday. Patrons get early access to the videos, so they go up when they go up. Ow! Poke myself with a wire brush. Yet. Right, that's all those done. 1 more set to do. Then we're on to the gluing. Mel, go get yourself a coffee then. Eh? The hoods for bases, that looks so good. You're using just that method for Burma, right? Yeah. There you go. That's just herbs. Just herbs and a bit of paint. Yeah, let me switch cam. See if we can get a better shot for you. Always appears dark for some reason. I think it's the lighting. Right, there you are. It's fine when I put it down here. Oh, no. I'll figure that. That's exposure. I reckon it needs a light shining down this way. We'll put that on the list as well, eh? What's the light? 20 quid? There you go. 65. We'll get nowhere near it. Right. Let me throw that back. I do a mix between brush and pen on balsa. Yeah, I've used pen on balsa and scribed it with metal stuff in the past. I just don't want to go. I want to give them a bit of a texture, but to be truthful, I don't want to go OTT on these. I mean, it's only a little technical bit. When I actually show you the full, the full build bids, then I'll go OTT as usual. But I just need to get a bit of texture on these. That looks nice. Thank you, buddy. The Burma's coming along. I've got to work on the ground texture a little. I think. I'm not sure. I keep wondering whether it's the right colour. You know what I mean? So we'll have to see. Those done, those two, those and those. And we are done. And thank you, Gary. Ellie? Looks like you using the brush like I was. Yeah, what you call it? Barbecue brushes. They're really good for this sort of stuff. I end up knackering them all the time, though. That Burma jungle base looks awesome. Would that herb stuff work for a normal wooded area? Yeah, mate, it should do. Maybe a little bit more sparser, but yeah. I mean, it's just little leaves at the end of the day, isn't it? That's those done. Just need these two and those two now, and then they're done. What are we on? But you have 40 minutes in already. Time doesn't half fly. Remember, there's also the link to the Train Tutors Facebook in the description. There is. And also the Terrainiacs page. Yeah, awesome support group. If you're not part of it, you should be. Ramus? Mel, what's your tip for making bushes for diorama? Oh, got tons of tips. I like coconut fibre, to be truthful, from the bushes, from the substructures. There's a good video in the Terrain Techniques Foliage playlist. Yeah, on substructures and coatings for what you call it for hedges, mate. Have a look at the coconut fibre one. It's quite nice. Yeah. You are the best. Why, thank you. I don't think I am, but thank you for your compliment nonetheless. Okay, folks, I'm trying to make some wooden lookout towers for Samurai Game, but I'm struggling to get bamboo skewers to stick together. Super glue. Forget PVA. Yeah. A good trick with them is to use thin cereal packets. Okay. Put a couple of strips of super glue, lay all your bamboo straight across them. Yeah, so you get a nice load of the bamboo. And then when it's all dried, come along with a pair of kitchen scissors and just trim the edges to the panels you need, mate. Yeah. When you do it that way, one of the benefits is when you lay them all down, you can put like a couple of coins either side of them to hold them in place, and then just put a mug or just something to weigh on top of them. Come out absolutely perfect. I decided to build a Gothic-inspired board for Malifaux. Would you reckon that balsa wood is too weak to build larger buildings like churches, etc.? No, it's not. Balsa wood is strong enough. It just depends. I mean, if you're using balsa wood as your main supports, what are you making the Gothic textures out of? How much weight is that balsa wood going to be supporting build-wise? You know what I mean? So if you're going to put a heavy roof on it or a load of like Hearst art stuff, I wouldn't go with balsa wood. Yeah, if it's only going to be foam board and a bit of balsa wood and that sort of stuff, it'll be absolutely fine. I only have glue for wood. Right. You need to get yourself some super glue, dude. Hello, Jace. How you doing, buddy? It's almost like Kat has told Jace that she's not going to be here tonight. And so he's turned up to keep an eye on me. Who would have thunk it? Right, let me clean off my desk and then we'll get these glued on. And then those bits are done. Yeah, I'm quite chuffed with that. Motoring. Oh, old legs. Right. Cloth, water, wipe. Right, was that one of the bits? Oh yeah, that's one of my bits. I don't know from where though. There? Yeah, there. Right. So they're all done. I'm just going to have a quick drink and a quick snack because it is hot as Mel's is getting dehydrated. Oh, bugger. I picked up the apple and grape pack and not just the apple. I don't like grapes. Mm. Mm. Hey there, Mel, matey. Getting there. Last night was a shot in the arm. Wasn't your daughter's prom last night? And I was turning into Gordon Ramsay without the swearing. Right. Glue. Pins. I'm not showing you but my pins, I'm looking for them. Come on. I've got boxes of the damn things. Where are they? Those are not the pins you're looking for. Oh, come on, I need pins for this. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do super glue. Super glue? Super glue. Ah, there are my pins. We're all right. Oh, we've had a PayPal. Let me give someone a shout out. Oh, we've had 5 nuggets towards our 65 target for a light and some cabling. Go on, come on, so work. Activity. Matthew O. Let's get him on the screen. Rock on, Mel. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you. And thanks for supporting the channel, mate. It is appreciated. It's a double T. Thank you, buddy. You're on the screen. Stuffing his face and lost in his own workplace. That's Mel for you, isn't it just? I'm a starving artist. Thank you, Matthew. It is appreciated, buddy, as I shout you out with my mouth full. Just got a message card. Right. Oh, Jace is doing his thing. He's good at that. I'm crap. I'm rubbish at sort of fundraising for myself. When I fundraise for myself, I'll walk away from a show and I'll have I'll do like £12. Jace does it, you know. It's like, right, we'll fund a computer. Right. So next job I'm going to do is, obviously I've got my balsa wood bits. I've got my foam board cut out. I'm just going to start gluing them and pinning them in place. It's going to be a little bit slapdash, and I don't mind that. Because like I say, it's only a technical tutorial. These are, once these are done, they're only going to get thrown in the bin anyway. And it's as if 1,000 voices screamed out at once. What? Throw them in the bin? Yeah, throw them in the bin. Pinned, yeah. Next, these two, that in between them. Right. So. Oh no, I won't be able to make the train show in Milton Keynes. Daughters have told me it's the day she has her operation. Oh, dude. Family first every time. Right, catch that in James. The grass colour cotton yarn and cut it. That looks very good. The tree, don't like it. I'm not sure what you're talking about. No, you're working on any commission boards at the minute. I've got some stuff for foreground that I'm doing. Yeah, and I provisionally agreed to some commissions, yeah, with a mate. But it's big licensed stuff. And so we have to wait for approval and all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So they could be some good commissions. But like I say, it really depends on whether things get licensed and approved and budgets get approved. I am but a small cog in these things. Right, next one, this side. There we go. So looks like we've had another PayPal. Someone else is helping out. Thank you, guys. We are, after the admin, and it was $5, so after the admin, we're on 62 at the minute. 62 to go. Yeah, that one's done. Need to put that one in the middle now. Such a good colour, though. Such a good colour. Throw that one on there. She doesn't have to watch now. What? Cheers, bud. Thanks very much. Love you too. I get some stick doing this, don't I? And that's from me friends. God, can you imagine what my enemies are like? My enemies are really nice to me because of the friends I've got. I mean, I must be the only one of the few streamers who gets told off by his own moderators. Right, put this one in here. I'm going to do one more until we finish the PayPal. So if you want to get in on the PayPal action, yeah, you've got about 5 minutes before we finish this one, and then we move on to the others. So these aren't going to need gluing down, or they shouldn't. It's coming together all right. It's not brilliant, I know, but it's all right. I have no idea what that is, hun. Throw that one in there. And then throw this one down here. Ba 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 ba. Yeah. Cross a little. There we go. And then just those two up there now. I have a feeling we're going to need to pin these. So 2 more, and then I've got my first one done. Listen, I'm thinking, yeah, over this next month, it's getting a bit awkward to do Thursday nights and stuff like that. What do you guys think about a long show on a Sunday? If I started, say, 4 o'clock UK time, and we ran through till midnight, what are the thoughts on that? I'm just trying to work out things, you know, with Kez going to work and that sort of stuff. Juggling family stuff, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to get you picky brains on these sort of things. What do we think? Mel's enemy, Sniper Joe. I've seen other streamers be told off or taken care of by the mods when they don't think of themselves enough. Hey Mel, this first stream I've caught for you, long time viewer. I'm knocking out some phone hinges and orcs today. Nice one, Evan. See you in a bit. Hopefully, behave now. I'll see you soon, Jace. Or are you popping down, dude? Is that what you mean? Best to clarify. Pins in these. Pins all over the place at the minute. There you go. He's gone shopping with his last for teachers' prezzies. Ah, right, got you. Got you. Well, we all know you can talk for that long, buddy. That's too much Mel for one day. Really? A long look from the student sounds like a plan. Yeah, I would like Sunday. I think your fans in the US would appreciate it because many of us work during the day and can't catch it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Thursday's weird. Yeah, because I can only really catch my UK fans. The Australians can't jump in. The Americans can't. The time on Sundays would clash with tabletop minions. No, Atom does his in the morning, mate. His is morning time in UK. I'd be afternoon, so it wouldn't clash with his. Who else is worth checking out on YouTube? That's still going. Well, Mike from Terrainiacs is taking a break, but he should be back. There's Luke APS, Kathy Millett, Black Magic Craft. There's a load more, but there's not many that are producing content at the minute, to be truthful. Right. What do we think? It's basic. I know it's basic. Yeah, but it'll do for the Wattle and Daub tutorials, won't it? Right. Hey, pals. Oh, for our Gaz B. There'll be something sarcastic written in this. No message, Gaz. What you doing? It's not like you. He sent us 5 British nuggets. Yeah, so that takes us down from 62 down to 62, 57. Yes. I'm going to get Gaz on the screen for us. Thank you, Gaz. Is Temp still on YouTube now? No, Temp doesn't do anything now. He sort of walked away from YouTube. I mean, I speak to Temp quite a bit. I was going to cook, but she wants to take out. Sounds like a plan. I had to clear out the lockers at work today. Got a couple of boxes of micro mesh with your name on them. Funny you find those in the lockers, mate. Thanks for finding them. I wondered where I put them. Right. Let's get on to the next. Squiblet, that sounds awesome, mate. I look forward to checking that out on the group. Yeah. So let's get cracked on. Get Temp on the show as a guest. Yeah. Do you know what? It should be doable. He's busy. He's really busy at the minute, Temp is. I can't tell you what he's doing. Yeah, it's all hush hush. But you could be seeing him coming back to YouTube soon. Bigger and better than ever before. But that's all I am saying on that. Mel, what would you do to make stairs? Like commie block apartment stairs. I normally cut foam board and stack it for stairs. Or polystyrene, mate. If they need to be the sort of frame stairs, then quite often you're looking at something more like, what you call it? More like A laser cut, to be truthful. Scratch building stairs can be a pain, especially if you try and scratch build them out of wood. Yeah, as Tim's saying, there's the railway lot. Kathy's a railway lot. Of course, there's Luke Towin as well, over at Boulder Creek from the rail lot guys. He's good. So, you reckon a long Sunday show would be better? What do you reckon? Short one at the top, long one at the bottom. There we go. Also, does anyone paper cuts? Yeah, paper cuts is good. I've seen some of his dioramas. I'd rather it be 2-3 hours than one 6-hour long one on a Sunday. I hear you, but what I'm actually thinking is maybe, yeah, obviously I've got to speak, but maybe doing like a special month and just say, right, we'll do one long show every Sunday for a month and just see how it turns out. I don't want to commit to it long time because I've got family and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But I'd like to give it a go. What are you thinking? Because the benefit of the Sunday is if I do it Sunday afternoon, then even if I start at 4 o'clock, I think that's 9 a.m. for the Americans. Yeah? So, okay, you get up earlier on a Sunday, but Sunday morning with Mel. You know, whereas normally you don't get it. You might. I think the Americans, what you call it, the 9 o'clock show, I think that's about 2 p.m. for them, which is slap bang in the middle of the day, to be perfectly honest. And I imagine could, for a lot of them, will sort of soak up time that they could be using elsewhere at their weekends off. I'd go ask Mel. I'd go ask Mel first. I would say 800 due to the evening meals in the UK. Best thing to do is give it a go, see how many viewers you get. Yeah. It's your time, Mel. Do what you need to. You have a life too. Yeah, I hear you. What you call it? Okay, that's a bit iffy. That is the right one. It should be the right one. It did line up before. See how they line up now. Slightly over. I'll trim that down. I don't know how that's ended up like that, but hey ho. Sunday, the Church of Terrain. Yeah. Terrain Church. God, that would make me a religion. No, not doing it. Not doing it. roughly all right. Close enough. Keep behind my fingers. Mel's life is training, trying to stay in the wife's good books. It's a circle of life. Quick trim of that one. There you go. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Hey. Kez. American here, in case you couldn't tell. We really have no specific time since we have our own time zones where some of us are in bed and the sun is getting in the west. Right. Cuddling up with Mel on a Sunday morning. Isn't your wife going to object? As long as I'm not bothering her, and I can't imagine she would, to be perfectly honest. I thought the trench works were brilliant. Thank you, Mark. Do you have an idea what your next big project will be? Oh, well, obviously I've got commissions on the go. Yeah, if they come through. I have got these projects with foreground, but they're only 2x2s. Yeah. So, with regards to what's next, big commission-wise, I suppose it's going to be when we reach the end of, like, the early age, what do you call it? Let's make. There'll be a hill fort, I imagine. Casual keeping me on the straight and narrow. Yeah, no doubt about that. Next uprights. These are the uprights, aren't they? Double check. These are not the uprights you're looking for. Well, I'm popular with the wife tonight, aren't I? Are you doing anything for your Star Wars Legion? Yeah, me and Corbin are pottering. I think it's a. To be truthful, I think Star Wars Legion. Bloody hell, woman! Calm down. She's at work. She's sitting under a tree spotting bats. Well, she doesn't actually spot the bats. She has a recorder. I better answer these. She doesn't actually spot the bats. She sits there holding a recorder, and the recorder spots the bats. Maybe a portable diorama tray for carrying an army at events. What are you planning? So you've always got to be careful with Gaz. There's always ulterior motives. He's a good guy. Yeah, I met him at Beasts of War at the boot camp. He is a very dedicated painter, that's for sure. So, we liking this idea of perhaps a Sunday show? See, normally I wouldn't be up for it, but the kids are going to start summer holidays soon. Yeah. Now, there's going to be times when Kez will have to work in the week, which means that I'm going to have the kids, which might mean I might struggle getting into the studio. But Kez doesn't work weekends, so I know that Sundays will be free. So I can see, I'm very much looking at sort of chopping and changing here and swapping a few days around, but hopefully getting the studio longer for Sundays over this sort of like the kids' week summer break. So over August, use that to do regular Sunday shows. I can't promise we'll carry on doing it after the kids go back to school because technically then I'll only see them at the weekends. And you want to be spending your free time with your kids, you know what I mean? Or I do anyway. But it's definitely a solution for the summer month. We could set ourselves a challenge just for those Sundays. Why is that way too shorter? Longer than that one. Longer than that one. That should be a git. I'm sure it does it to me on purpose. You know what I mean? I know I'll screw Mel up this way. I suppose it is the last of them. I can always trim that down, that's not a problem. He says, summer holidays means more modelling for me. Well, it means more looking after my kids. Yeah, people like him. Is that balsa wood you're using for timber frames? Yes, it is, mate. That's a better fit. It's amazing what a millimetre or two will do. Right, I better see what she's saying before I crack on and do the last bits. Just in case she needs an urgent reply. Like, I've broken down, what's the number for the AA? Those sort of messages you don't want to leave the wife waiting. Yeah. So, quick check. Bye-bye, bye-bye. She's doing an owl survey tonight. Not a bad survey. I'm marking wood between getting covered in polystyrene. I know that. I know that well. Right, so that one's done, that one's done. Right, and it's just these to go. And then we are cooking on gas, as they say. Yay! Oh no, not yay. Still got one go. Owl survey. Question 1. To wit or to woo? Discuss. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to use that on them. I am so going to use that. Have you tried basswood? I prefer it to basswood because it's a bit denser. I haven't. Is the camera to your right recording your work from a different angle? This one? Yeah. Not the actual work. It's not actually recording at the minute. But yeah, that does work. Because that camera records it from a different angle. That camera records it from a different angle. And that camera records it from a different angle. And you go in and do like a little neatening job and screw it up. There you are. So, bit better? Yeah, another one done. You can see the sort of texture I'm going for on that. Okay, and like I say, these are just preparatory bit. Preparation. We're doing the, what you call it, early age series. Part of the common techniques for that is how to do wattle and daub. Yeah, because what you call it, because there's a few different ways of doing it. These are just basically for a technical terrain tutorial so I can show you. So they're going to dry. I'll come in tomorrow. Yeah, and I'll start filming that. And that should be done. If I come in over the weekend and a bit on Monday, yeah, that should be done by midday Monday. I'll get it edited up Monday night. Right, throw these over here. Oh, next job. What are we on? Oh, someone's PayPaling me, and Kez is messaging me. What's she saying? Oh, we've had a couple of nuggets from Adam C. Adam Mick. Thank you, buddy. No message, just a couple of nuggets. So I think that brings us down to 55. I think it's 55 now. Thank you, mate. We'll check that. Check it. Of course, the notification's gone. Yeah, Adam M. So we've knocked £10 off, what you call it? £10 off our target today. That's one cable. That means I will no longer. I've got to decide which camera I'm going to connect a monitor to because I've got two. Yeah, I need 3 cables because I've got 3 cameras. Yeah, I've got 3 monitors. I just need the cables to connect them. Yeah, but yeah, I could use that one, and then I wouldn't have to turn that way when I'm talking. Or it's that one, the close-up one. I'm not sure, but that one needs repositioning. Hello. Is your head shiny from all angles? It's shiny on that one. It's shiny on that one. And this one that one cuts off at my eyebrow level, so I can't tell. Yeah, it's shiny on that one as well, Gaz. Missed the money. Missed the beginning, buddy. What's the money going towards? Basically HDMI cables, cabling. Yeah, I've got a set of cheap monitors, the pink monitor and some ones that I've gifted. At the minute when I'm filming, what I do is I pretty much try and see what's going on by looking into the viewfinder as it's turned over. But if I'm over here, it can be a bit difficult to actually see what it's doing. So what I'm trying to do is basically get some cables. I've already got the monitors. I'm just going to have them up there. Yeah, all cabled up. So as I'm working, I've got a nice big clear picture that I can see, right, what am I showing you? Is that in shot? You know what I mean? One of the biggest problems is, yeah, and you'll notice this in my tutorials, is I can't tell if something is in focus when I'm using these side cameras when I want to show you something. It's very much hoping it is. Yeah. And so what you call it? I'm hoping that by having direct monitors, I'll be able to sort of say, right, that's in the right place. It's focused. That's good. Move on. So that's what it's trying. Kez has more creative ideas for Mel Sunday morning. He thinks they're his own. Actually, Kez is a bit of a sleep-in on a Sunday morning, so can normally get away with Sundays. Right. Oh, right, next job. Ba, 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 ba. Point this back a bit. Yeah. Bit of the old shiny head. Paper. Not longer than 2 foot. No, so we're going to have to overlap it. All right. Palm tree. No palm trees. I'm palm treed out for the minute. Oh, the lad's getting ready to go on camp. Yeah, I was packing his Bergen for him last night. He's down is it Lydell Ranges? I think it is on the south coast. Had some of your lad's crappy aircraft at our place yesterday. Oh, guys! What are you saying about my boys' helicopters? Just because yours are gunships. He is trained on the Apache, you know. He's just not on your squadron, mate. You snob. Like a rhinestone cowboy. Normally out of the... Should be Lidl Rangers. Yeah, that's it. That's where they are. Right. Right, I'm just right now. We've got our timber frames done up for the next tutorial. Yeah, so they're prepped. Yeah, next job is I need to get some herbs on some boards, as you do. Has Mel been good, or do we need to get the Kesinator involved? What? I don't know what you mean. This is going to smell lovely. PVA. What herbs are you using? Some narration, please, Mr. Mal. Okay, with regards to the herbs. Sorry, wrong camera. Yeah, that's what I'm using. Okay, I think it was about £6-7. Tamsin got me the link from Amazon for it, so it's available on Amazon. First thing I did was I laid down some neat PVA, spread it out with a little bit of water, and then as it was actually down, what I did is I then brushed on some neat water onto it. PVA is air drying, so if you brush a little bit of neat water onto it, if you brush a bit of water onto neat PVA, it helps it soak up and adhere things. Yeah, which in the case of herbs and that sort of stuff is much better. Now to cover this board, I've probably used about 50p worth of herbs, looking at how much I've used out of the bag. It smells bloody lovely. Absolutely bloody lovely. Now what I'm trying to do is get a decent enough coverage all the way off. It's not going to be a terrain board, this is just a practice board for some colours. So it doesn't need to be perfect. Yeah, but I would like at least a decent job. So, and very quickly, there you are. That's the finished effect. I'll bring it down there. Sorry, yeah. And then there, and there, and yeah. There you go, guys. So that's what it's looking like right now. Now I need to very quickly just rest that on there because I need to get these herbs off my paper, or at least the bulk of them. The bulk mixed herbs. I'm starting to laugh at my own jokes now. Sign of the times. It's going crazy. I'll need to clean that brush out. I'll need those in a second. Yeah, those herbs off there. Those herbs off there. Now, I have reached a point where I've only really got one thing left to do, which is just add some watered down PVA to seal that. So, what I need to do is very quickly pour my herbs back in the bag. Waste not, want not. It looks like it shows a variety of colours. Is that the case or just the lighting? No, a variety of colours, mate. I've got everything, all sorts of greens, light tans on there. It does look like an aerial photo, to be truthful. Some of the bits are a little bit big if you were imagining an aerial photo, but the sort of colours you would imagine over like summer fields and stuff like that, that's on them. I put my blocks back down. Thank you, Gary. Ooh, that's a Mel's Burma mix. It smells lovely. I can't tell you how lovely this smells. But very quickly, they. Oh, bugger! Did you see that? See what I've just done? Right. Silly Billy Melly. Yeah, okay. My daughter's just asked if you're using food herbs or smoking herbs. I think some home drug test is going to get ordered. Gary, you don't need a home drug test. Just have a look at what time she's ordering pizza. Oh, I've done it there as well, you silly idiot. I mean, I don't know why I'm fretting so much about it. I did actually say these are just test pieces. Like, all I want to do with these is work out some colours. He did that on purpose to show us how to repair it. Such a thoughtful terrain tutor. Do you know what? Half the tips on repairing things that I show in my videos, in fact, no, most of the tips on repairing things I show in my videos, I didn't know I was going to be including them in the video when I did the video. Wow. Right. 1 part PVA, 4 parts water. It needs to go in this, so I've got to pour it in. So I'm going to do this down here under my bucket. Should I just turkey baste it? I'm just trying to decide. Might be easier just turkey baste it. You going to soak through? Nah, you're going to want to spray, aren't you? Yeah, you're going to want to spray. Should be enough. I imagine, yeah, definitely. She's just explained how you roll it and the other ways to smoke it. What the hell are they teaching at that school? Dude! Do you think that could be used for flocking wire trees too? Don't know. There's potential, guys. Definitely potential. You should start to see. Oh god, yeah! On the screen, you can see the white coming through. But it isn't actually as white as it is on the screen. What you're seeing is you're seeing the reflected light, yeah, getting caught. It's not as light as that for me, but you can see where the PVA is going down. So if I go across to this bit here, 1 squirt, not enough. 2, you start to see the white, and then you start getting the concentration. That's what I'm after. That sort of white concentration all the way across. Now, in truthful, there's probably only a couple of tablespoons of PVA that's actually gone on this because it's a wash. And also, what you've got to remember is, because I've only just put the herbs down, yeah, and we wet that PVA underneath to make it a little bit more liquidy, that will be soaking up. And as I add this on, it'll be pulling that thick PVA coating we've got on the bottom up. Yeah, via osmosis it's called. You go from denser to light denser. Water is less dense than PVA, so water will draw the PVA from the base up through the herbs into the water top coat. Science! I'm going to have to ring my biology teacher and tell her, you know what, miss? You're right, I did need that. A bit heavy concentration in the middle where we did that dump, but never mind. Throw some more in. Mel has been good. Thank you. Is Jace back in, is he? Very true, Mark. Very true, Mark. Sorry, I'm sort of playing catch up on the comments, and as always, it's one of these situations where I'm not quite sure what Arthur you were talking about. Is that my Kez? No, school. Not my school, the kids. Yeah. So I will talk to Kez about the idea of a Sunday show. We'll try that over the summer. Listen, is there anyone in who understands megapixels when it comes to cameras? I've been looking at 4K cameras and I've found some for like £600 and they're 18 point something megapixels. But I'm pretty damn sure that my cameras in here are about 17 megapixels. Yeah, and then they're only standard HD, so I'm sort of confused. Is there anyone who can help? And there we have it. All done. Right. For the record, yeah, whenever you spray a watered down PVA, always empty the bottle afterwards. Always then stick the plastic pipe into some clear water, pump it through. Otherwise, you leave watered down PVA in the mechanism here, and it dries and basically stops your sprayer from working. So always flush it out afterwards, guys. Yeah, so that's done. I've just got to leave this to dry now. Why is it gone out of focus? I have no idea. Let me switch these. No, not automatically better. And higher is not automatically better. Max pixels for shooting stills. The higher the pixel, the better quality, I believe now. Also depends on the optics the shooter. MK is more than double the resolution pixels from 4K video. So an 18 megapixel camera will shoot good quality 4K footage then. Is that what you're saying to me, guys? A camera with poor optics and high megapixel. I'm looking at what you call it. I'm not sure if it's a Panasonic. I mean, it's a decent enough brand from what I can tell. Yeah, right, so they're all done. Better move me jungle. Yeah, so that's what the herbs are going to look like when they're finished. Oh, it smells lovely. Absolutely lovely. If the camera can film in 4K, okay. A high magnification. Slow to load. Okay. I think I understand what you're saying. So it's not just about the megapixels, it's also about the lenses and that sort of stuff. So really I need to start digging through the reviews, don't I, and find out what people are saying about these things. Right, Jace is doing the thing. That's going to process huge amount of 4K data at 30 frames per second. Right, Squibbler, alright. Alright, I need to have a play with these things. Right, I am calling it now. It is 9:30. I've done everything that I meant to get done today. Yeah, so our timber frames, they're all ready for the tutorial. So they're looking good. Yeah, this will dry by tomorrow, which means I can crack on with that. So Wednesday. Yeah, so that's good. So on the all, guys. Thanks. Now, we've only done a tenner off the target, but thank you anyway, guys. It is appreciated. I'll have a chat with Kez about the long Sunday shows. Yeah? Camera mount. Heavy enough. Right, go to office. Speak to them first, then go to Amazon. Right. Time for a Bruno biscuit. Time for a wee-wee. Right, guys, listen. Big shout out to Matthew O, Gaz B, and Adam M, the guys who contributed this show. Much appreciated, guys. What time Sunday? More than likely it'll be 9 o'clock this Sunday because it's a bit short notice to organise a big show. If it's going to be longer, I'll let you know. In the meantime, yeah, I'm going to love you and leave you, yeah, and get cracked on. So, look after yourself, folks. All the best. Ta-da. I'll put, and I'm gone. Bye.